I'ma do a 360 around this car, around this truck, and whatever that is. Before I go, before I roll, I'ma walk around just so I know. I'ma do a 360 around this car, around this truck, and whatever that is. Before I go, before I roll, I'ma walk around just so I know. I know you think you're busy, but you better think ahead. Walk around, someone's hanging out at the front end. Better check your hitches and check your chains. Better check your boxes, your tools on name. Better look at all the things you never think about, like the vice on the side that just took your neighbor out. If you stop for a minute just to do some paperwork, go and check again. People always parking covert. And just when you think it's okay to back up, you found the only point for miles and preventable. Stack up, back up in a building, back into a goose, back into a shopping cart. Wyoming, it's a moose. If you do the walk around, then there's really no excuse for hitting some stationary since 1982. I'ma do a 360 around this car, around this truck, and whatever that is. Before I go, before I roll, I'ma walk around just so I know. I'ma do a 360 around this car, around this truck, and whatever that is. Before I go, before I roll, I'ma walk around just so I know.
Alrighty, well, we hope you certainly enjoyed that video. We do fun competitions here at Black Hills Energy, internal competitions to incentivize our employees to keep safety top of mind. That's always very important for us, and that was just a really fun video that our team in Gillette did, and they actually won the internal video award for that fun 360 video. So keep doing those 360s around your car, whether you're in the utility business or just a private citizen. It can really save you from having a moving vehicle accident. So anyway, thank you so much for joining the Black Hills Energy breakout session. I would like to take a moment to introduce myself and the teammates who will be assisting me with today's presentation. So joining us from Casper is my colleague, Michael Howe. He is a Community Affairs Program Manager based in Casper. Hey, Mike, good to see you today. And I am Lori Farkas. I'm the Community Affairs Program Manager based in Cheyenne. I handle the south part of Wyoming. Joining me in the room is Alan Stoyinski. He's our Energy Efficiency Program Manager. And also joining me is Amy Tejan, and she is our Customer Experience Program Manager. So we're going to start, we kind of did a little bit of a safety share with that 360 anthem video, but we're going to do another one. This is actually how we start all of our meetings at Black Hills Energy. We start with a safety share. And today's safety share, we're going to show you this go bag. This is a winter vehicle ready go bag. We recommend having a go bag in your vehicle. This is the bag that we actually keep in our Black Hills Energy vehicles. It contains things like jumper cables, tools, battery operated lights, work gloves, ice scraper. You know, you get the idea. Build a bag like this and make sure that you keep it in your car during the winter season. Also keep an extra coat, gloves, and hats because you never know when an emergency is going to strike. And so speaking of winter, we're going to talk about a new Black Hills Energy program that we're getting ready to launch. It's called Winter Ready. And as we all adjust our routines, prepare our homes for the changing seasons, we also need to educate our communities and our customers about ways to save energy and to start planning now for higher heating bills that come during the cold winter months ahead. So today, our team is going to tell you about 3 areas of focus that we'll be focusing on for Winter Ready, and that is customer communication, energy efficiency, and our energy assistance programs. And so Amy is going to kick it off with our customer communication segment. And so I'm going to share my screen real quick here and make sure that you can see our PowerPoint presentation. So bear with me for 1 second. We've all gotten hopefully so good at this during COVID and everything that we've had to endure for the past year. All righty, thanks for your patience, everybody. Hopefully you can all see our screen.
Okay. So as Lori mentioned, I'm Amy Tejan. I'm with our Customer Experience Program. I'm the Customer Experience Program Manager here for Wyoming. I want to just show you guys kind of what our footprint is here in Wyoming first, just so you kind of have a good understanding of what our customer base looks like. So our Wyoming operations consist of over 178,000 customers. So that's a pretty big customer base. We serve 56 communities and we have 433 employees. Our utilities range from natural gas utilities to electric utilities to generation, our mine, and as well as our wind generation. So some of the things that we try to focus on are outage communications. So some things do impact that, such as weather, wildlife, line strikes, vehicle damage, and equipment failures. So one of the things that we do try to do is we do leverage social media communications to try to communicate with those 178,000 customers when we have an event, whether it's a gas outage in a community or a power outage in the Cheyenne area. We also communicate internally anytime we share posts with our offices so that there's a little bit of transparency within our teams so that they're aware of what communications are being shared with our customers so that they can speak to those. Another thing that we look at is customer communications. So customers can enroll with our for customer communications by setting up an online account with our company at blackhillsenergy.com. So once they set up an account, they just create a profile. They log into that profile, and then they can add their communications preferences. Once they're in their communications preferences, they can determine who is going to receive communications. So people can be set up as an administrator. So that's somebody that's financially responsible on an account. They can be set up as a business. Of course, for business customers, they're going to be set up that way, or a user. Those are people that can make payments on accounts, but they aren't held financially responsible. But all of these people can receive communications and they can be custom tailored. So what types of communications do? We do a lot of outage communications. So if we have a scheduled outage, you can sign up for alerts for when we're doing maintenance in your area and it requires an outage. And for those, you can get an email or a text. And then we also have unplanned outages. And those are alerts when we have an unexpected outage in your area. So if it's impacting your business or your home, you can sign up for those. And for those ones, we also have phone options. You can sign up for phone, email, or text notifications for unplanned outages. And when you're in there, we also have the ability to add billing communications. So what those billing communications look like, it's loading really slow. Okay, well, technical difficulty. Is customers can enroll for a new bill notice. Oh, there it goes. And customers will receive an alert once their bill is ready. They can get a due date reminder. And this is a notice that will come out 5 days before a customer's bill is due. We also offer a payment posted notification. So anytime you have a payment post to your account, you can sign up for notifications on those, as well as disconnect notifications as well. And for these communications, these are both text or email communications that you can set up. Now I just want to kind of ask if anybody has any questions for our group on customer communications and how we're trying to keep customers ready for winter weather.
Chat, I don't see any questions yet, so we will move on and we will let Alan start talking about energy efficiency. We want to really educate our customers and our communities about energy efficiency. So Alan's going to tell you about ways that you can work within your home to help reduce your energy bill this winter. Take it away, Alan.
Let's see. Oh, got a little crazy there. Sorry about that. So our objective of energy efficiency is promote the wise use of energy to our customers, trade allies, and community organizations throughout all Black Hills Energy's energy efficiency program. Right now, we have energy efficiency programs for the whole state. So pretty much all of our gas areas and all of our electric areas in Wyoming. So the purpose of our program, everybody's like, why do you do energy efficiency? Well, they're like, why do you want customers to use less of your product? What we really want to get at is it's not using less of our product, it's using our product wisely. This way we don't have to build future generation and thus keeping our costs low and provide affordable energy rates to our customers. That's what's the bottom line is, that's what's most important. Next slide. Yes. How a home uses energy. So here's some factors that affect a home energy's use. So everybody's like, in Wyoming, there's not a whole lot of trees. Well, if you look at throughout the state of Wyoming, there is a lot of trees. There's just not a lot of trees in the local Cheyenne area. So that's the biggest thing is you want to put up trees that kind of cut down exposure to the wind, because it does get windy in Wyoming like it does today. Also, insulation, windows, and infiltration. Infiltration is, the definition is pretty much how the air flow moves throughout your home, through insulation, through your walls. The heating and cooling system appliances. So we look at, how is your equipment efficiencies? Is it like a 98% efficient furnace, or 92? Is your water heater like a 0.67 energy factor? And then temperature settings. If you looked at the initial slide that was up there, you seen it said 13.5. That was in Celsius. That's something we don't look at here. It's just a bad picture that I put up there. So everything's in Fahrenheit. And then usage of your appliances do affect your utility bills. As you noticed yesterday, I noticed like in my house, we started up our fireplace. Well, when we utilized that fireplace, that was probably using natural gas. And we could have been using our furnace, but it was just, I guess, spur of the moment. We wanted heat after being outside. So that's why it was important for us to do that. Next. A lifestyle consumption, leaving lights on in unattended rooms and leaving heating and cooling appliances on in attended homes. So, the old adage would be like you turn your furnace off, or turn your thermostat very low, and then turn your furnace thermostat very high, like when you're home. Well, now you never want to vary it more than 8 degrees, and we're going to talk a little bit about that here in a little bit. Next. Maintenance. Unmaintained equipment will use more energy and subsequently more dollars. So that's what's really important is, you want to really look at maintaining your equipment. We currently offer until December 31st an energy efficiency tune-up program where if a qualified technician comes in, they look at your furnace, and then we'll pay a $50 rebate on that. That service normally costs between $90 and $125, kind of varies a little bit, but we'll provide a rebate of $50 for that. So as the chat came up, it says, can you talk about your energy efficiency program? Here they are. We offer on the residential side, heating and cooling, so like furnaces, water heaters, boilers, thermostats, cooling, air conditioning. We also offers appliance electronics, so like for new refrigerators, new dishwashers, new clothes washers, and then also we recycle refrigerators and freezers. The high efficiency lighting, that's the CFLs, the compact fluorescent lamps, and the LEDs, light emitting diodes. So those are buy downs or point of sale purchase at like Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, and that's in Menards, and that's where we work with those companies. So that's actually discounted at the price, or I'm sorry, at the when you go to pay for it. The energy audit is our probably our most interesting program that the customers like. And what this does, it takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and they look at how your home's operating. They'll look at your insulation levels, your caulking, your weather stripping. They'll look at your furnace, your water heater, and then they'll provide a report to you. And it's whether you do anything with that report, but then we provide rebates on like thermal envelope, which is insulation, ceiling, windows. So once you have that energy audit done, then what we do is we follow that up with a rebates for insulation and windows, but you got to have that done first. The new construction, those rebates are for Energy Star homes, and those go to the builders. And on the commercial side, this is where we offer prescriptive rebates like on lighting, electric motors, RTUs, cooking equipment. There's quite a few items on that list. And on the custom rebate side, this is where it's a cost effectiveness. So this is kind of like anything that may not qualify on a prescriptive, we can apply through the custom. The small business direct install program, that's the one-stop shop. That's where they'll come in, they'll actually do an energy audit on your facility for like lighting or natural gas products. And then they'll make recommendations, they'll hire a local contractor to do the install, and you just pay them one set price, and it makes it a little bit easier for the customer. Next. Weatherization. As you can see, the wind is a little blowing today. It was a little bit chilly last night. So weatherization this is where it's important to look at your caulking, your weather stripping, the infiltration portion of it. And as I said, how the air flows through your insulation. Look at that one. Homeowners should look at your home annually, repair caulking and weather stripping. Caulking does shrink sometimes, and when it does, it'll provide a gap. So you definitely want to recaulk that. And then also customers usually get their money back over the course of the heating season on a well-maintained home, because you'll start seeing your natural gas and your electric usage be less. Windows and weather stripping. I don't know about you, but actually I was doing that visual inspection of my windows the other day, and I noticed that not my weather stripping, but it's like the sill, there's kind of a little gap. So I'm gonna have to get a contractor out there to come out and fix that. If I can't get a contractor out there, or if they can't get the materials, then that's the next step is wrap the cellophane tape, around a flag or pencil to see how much air is coming through. And then what you can do is you can actually buy those window kits for like patio doors and windows with the tape, the two-sided tape, put it on, and use the hair dryer to kind of shrink it up. So if I can't get the contractor out there to look at it or get my parts, that may be my next application. Like I said, weather stripping, that's just operate. You want to put around the moving parts like doors and windows, because you don't want that air coming in. Next slide. Lifestyle does matter. This is where I said, set your water temperature on your water heater to 120, 130 degrees. Some have A, B, C, and D. You want to set it between B and C. You don't want to set it on A, because that's about 140 degrees. And if you got young children, the safety aspect, that could scald them. That's something that you don't want. So set it about 120, 130 degrees. And then your thermostat, never vary it more than 10 degrees. And if you keep that kind of mindset, you normally see your customer's bill, it'll kind of decrease by 3 to 5%. If you have the availability, you can use a water flow restrictor to save water and energy. And actually, we hand those out when we do our free in-home energy audits. And then as far as the zone controlled homes, close off those doors, put those little blankets or towels at the bottom. Make sure that air is not flowing through, because it's going to be a lot colder in that room compared to the rest of the house. And so you don't need to heat any other rooms that you don't normally frequently use. Caulking, this is one of the biggest thing, is, stop the wind, dust, and undesired insects from entering your home. Also makes a home less drafty. And it'll keep your bugs and other undesirable creatures out. So now's the time. It's supposed to be nicer the next couple of days. So kind of go around your home, look at those windows, your doors, and make sure that you don't have any cracks or any gaps or anything like that. That now would be the time to caulk those before the cold weather really sets in. So this is just kind of a picture for a typical home. And these are some areas where you want to look at for your caulking. As far as like where the siding meets the roof, door frames, around your chimneys or your bricks. You definitely want to look at if you got like other areas, like especially around your windows. That's some of the main areas. Next slide. And that's it. Do you have any questions?
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for bearing with us. And let's see, we do have a direct message. You mentioned the rebates pretty quickly, so maybe go over those one more time.
Actually, the easiest way is just go to blackhillsenergy.com, and you'll be able to see a listing for all our rebates. And if you have any questions, you can call our customer service energy efficiency hotline, which is 888-454-3312, and that's where you would call this to get that energy audit scheduled, and they can tell you more about our rebates.
Awesome, thank you, Alan. So a real quick customer share that I have to wrap this up is talking a little bit about Black Hills Cares and the ways that we help our customers with utility bill assistance. Black Hills Cares is a program that we have here at Black Hills Energy. If you look at your bill very closely, you will see a line item on there where you can donate if you would like to people that are less fortunate. You can either do a one-time donation or every month a donation, or no donation at all. But you do have that option. And then through Black Hills Cares, Black Hills Energy matches that donation dollar for dollar. And what I like best about this program is all of those dollars stay right here in Wyoming, and they go to a nonprofit organization called Energy Share of Wyoming. Black Hills Cares dollars then go there, are donated there, and then all of those Energy Share funds are distributed all around the state of Wyoming, not just to Black Hills Energy customers, but to all. utility customers. We have a great coalition of our partners, including Rocky Mountain Power and Dominion and many others, where we partner together and we help pay bills for people who qualify for one-time energy assistance. So if you want to know more about that, you can check it out. Mike just put up the link there for blackhillsenergy.com. We've got some great programs there, and that will also give you the links for Black Hills Cares and Energy Share of Wyoming. And so with that, we're going to wrap it up. I think we're just about out of time, and just want to thank you all for sticking with us today and joining us in our breakout room. We really appreciate it. And we hope that you are winter ready, because we know that we are going to need to be winter ready in the state of Wyoming for sure.